Patrick Cohen Delaney describes himself as a hacktivist and a member of the Occupier crew. Patrick, will you be out there tomorrow protesting?
Quite possibly.
What does that mean, Patrick? Now, why are you going to start hiding now? You're either in or you're out.
No, for the sheer fact that now that I have a job, I have to choose wisely because I also have to worry about money. I'm still paying off the car. My car's in the shop.
You're becoming the man. If you're worrying about money, then you are participating in the very banking system that is destroying the world.
I know, and that's the unfortunate irony.
You telling me May Day is going to come and go, Patrick Cohen Delaney? It's going to.
No, these protests are going to last for months.
No, it's going to come and go. Tomorrow is the big day, and you're over what? Making money?
Tomorrow is only one of the many big days that will lead up to November 5th of 2012.
What is November 5th?
I'm not going to say. Everybody will just have to find out and wait. Operation V.
What does that mean?
Again.
Isn't that election day?
Hey. Isn't that the best day to get the biggest protest going? Make your points on the day that it matters most.
Let me ask you this. Are you protesting against Barack Obama?
I am protesting against Barack Obama, Mitt Romney, Newt Greenwich, however you say his name.
Sandwich, I say, because I can't say it either.
Honestly, the only real well, they all say the same thing. If you ever notice, they all say the same thing in different ways.
Right.
It's all a type of manipulation.
Right.
A type of propaganda.
Are you going to vote?
Yes, I am. Hopefully, if anything, if Ron Paul isn't on the ballot, I probably won't.
Please don't tell anybody that. Please don't tell anybody that. You're not helping him.
Oh, no. I hope Ron Paul becomes president. Ron Paul Revolution 2012.
Okay. So back to the point. You're mad at the banks.
I'm mad at the banks and the overstepping of government and stepping into areas that the state law should control. Right. Where it explicitly says in the Constitution, in the 10th Amendment, that anything not granted to the federal government by the Constitution immediately goes over to the states.
Where does it say that?
10th Amendment.
Nicely done. Do you have a bank account?
No, I don't.
Have you ever had a dealing with a bank?
No, I haven't. I avoid banks. I've avoided banks at all costs.
What percentage of your fellow Occupiers or Anonymous or whatever else would you say are going to vote for Ron Paul?
Probably all of them.
Really?
Yes.
That's kind of surprising. Okay. All right. So what do your parents think about all this?
My parents, unfortunately, have been their will to stand up and speak has been broken by the years of the systematic training that we as a people have been given by our government. They want to stay out of it. In fact, my parents think I shouldn't even be part of it because they're afraid I'm going to get arrested or I'm going to vanish like so many have.
Like who?
Oh, God. What's the last thing you've heard about all of the people who've been arrested so far for all the hacking and all the anonymous stuff? PayPal 14, you don't hear about them anymore. The 24 that got arrested all over the world, and the reason why Interpol got dropped by Anonymous, you don't hear about them. They've effectively vanished. No one can find anything else out about them, and believe me, people have tried. We've looked in the darkest corners of the net to find this stuff, and they're not there anymore.
You think they were taken away?
I wouldn't doubt it. Under the NDAA, the government has the right now to indefinitely detain anybody without any warrant, without any evidence, without a trial by peer, indefinitally. Or I'll assassinate them under the National Defense Authorization Act of 2011, fiscal year 2012.
You know the problem, Patrick, is about 40% of what you say I actually agree with. It's where you've taken that bit of information and how you're dealing with it that I have a problem. I mean, you're actually, on some of your core beliefs, you're actually spot on. And I'm impressed that a 20-year-old has come to these conclusions about the frightening intrusion of government into our lives and their desire to control us, and the growth of government and these disturbing executive orders, and a monetary policy that has come unhinged, that is in no way connected to reality. All of those things, you are dead on. The problem is, I don't think anybody's going to take you seriously because you're associating with freaks and weirdos in such a way that it's almost like you don't want to be taken seriously. And that's unfortunate because you could actually do some good.
What's unfortunate is that people believe that Anonymous and Occupy is full of freaks and weirdos when it's full of millions of everyday people like you and me, people who struggle to make a living, people who have children to feed and can't, people who are practically already out living on the streets, so going to Occupy and living in the protest is nothing new for them because they've got nothing else except their basic human rights, which are still being stripped away. I mean, honestly,
let me say this, Patrick.
The message we do it, just the message itself, the words carry so much meaning. Words carry more meaning than actions, but sometimes actions are the only ways to get those words noticed.
Well, two problems. Number one, yes, I agree. There are probably some good people in the Occupier movement. There are people who listen to this show whose opinions I respect, who wanted to get involved. The problem is they got there and they found out that it was, as we expected, just a Woodstock wannabe festival of people screwing each other and throwing urine on the police officers. And so they became disillusioned and frustrated that a very outlet for their frustration turned into being an organization that was absolutely run amok. Number two, when you look at the driving forces behind the Occupier movement, you will see that the people who created this, the people who've organized it, have made it such that there are plenty of doors through which people like you can come to bolster the ranks toward a goal and an end that you won't approve of. It's not people like you in control of this movement. It's not. They'd love for you to believe that. But what they really want is they need people like you to come in and feel comfortable and feel like this is your means of expression because you bolster their numbers. And these are people who are impressed by big numbers of people. You know what, Patrick? I changed my opinion. You're not an idiot. You're a smart young man with a bright future if you could screw that head on straight. You need a good mentor.
Vote Democrat. It's easier than working. The Michael Berry Show.